up, beer tubers? Back with another beer review. Today it's Bell's Hopslam. Bell's is one of those breweries that I have a ton of respect for. I think they do a really good job on a wide spectrum of beers. They're not my favorite, but they are well done. Quickly before I talk about Hopslam, I just want to let you know I've been drinking it for a good 6 years now, among a lot of other great double IPAs. And one thing I think with hoppy beer, I think I've started to suffer from Vinny from Russian River says, he coined a phrase in Mitch Steele's book, IPA. It's called the lupulin threshold shift. It says, when a once extraordinary hoppy beer now seems pedestrian, the phenomenon a person has when craving more bitterness in beer. The long-term exposure to extremely hoppy beers, which is about 6 years since I've been drinking craft. More bitterness in beer. Let's see, where was it? Hoppy beers of excessive, prolonged, habitual dependence on hops will occur. And then when a double IPA just is not enough. By the way, if you guys haven't read this book, great book. Really helpful for home brewing and just the history of IPA and good stuff. So, real quickly, I've already poured this one into my Bell snifter. But as you can see, I poured it like 30 seconds ago before I started the video. Pours a really nice hazy golden orange. Nice lacing on the glass. A little bit of alcohol legs. This one does clock in at 10%. So without further ado, let me get my nose into this one. You know, nice piney, tropical fruits. Definitely some peach and grapefruit. It doesn't overwhelm the olfactory senses like Surly Abrasive does, or heady, or, you know, any of those other ones. But, you know, a very nice smelling beer nonetheless. So let's get into the taste of the Bell's Hopslam. You know, it's just how I remember. There's a nice mouthfeel to it, but I don't get a lot. It's hoppy. It's, you know, you can taste those tropical fruits, those grapefruits, a little bit of the resin, piney-like flavors. There's a touch of sweetness from, I believe they brew it with honey. So with that said, you can definitely taste a little bit of sweetness in the malt bill. It's not terribly astringent. There is you can actually taste the alcohol. I will say that. Which 10% for a double IPA, that's a really cool amount. But I'd say the sweet spot for me in double IPAs is about 7 or maybe 8.5% is kind of like my new threshold. I don't like, you know, I like to be able to enjoy a lot of these really nice hoppy beers without having to stop and take a break and, you know. So let's one more sip here. Yeah, overall it's a great beer. It's a great double IPA. But like I said, I think I do suffer from that lupulin threshold shift because, you know, going back to some of my favorite IPAs and double IPAs over the years after I've had a out of my own shoes experience or whatever, they all seemingly start to let me down with their aromas and the hop flavors and whatnot. So to say Bell's Hopslam is a bad beer or a bad example is asinine. Like I said, it's a great example. It's just my palate's clearly evolved. I expect more from my IPAs now, and definitely think that the IPA world is great for starting craft beer drinkers. And now that I'm into lambics and barrel-aged beers and, you know, Scotch ales, whatever it is, it's just the IPA just doesn't exactly do it. Kind of rambling here, but I'll give Bell's Hopslam, you know, it's a great beer. I'll give it a 90 out of 100. There's some things I don't like. I don't think it speaks to me as much, aromatically speaking. There is a little bit of alcohol in the taste, which I really don't like. I think it cloys with the sweetness and the hops. It seems like it doesn't belong. You know, if you dial this one down to like 7%, maybe this would drink a lot differently. Hard to say. But good job again, Bells. Thanks for watching, gentlemen and ladies, if you're out there. Cheers, guys, and remember to respect beer.